What's going on, everyone? It's John back again, and welcome to another video on the Blue Boys Network. I've got Michael with me in his car, staying dry because he's out fishing in a lake in the middle of nowhere. He's been there since 10 o'clock this morning, and the only thing he's caught is crabs. Am I right, Michael?
Absolutely, mate. And I caught them from your missus. Yeah, no, so if I have to rush off and the screen goes blank, you just carry on, John, because I'm currently pulling out a fish out of a pond. So, although I have caught fuck all, so it's highly doubtful.
Right, okay. Anyway, have a nice day there. So the first thing I want to mention is about me personally. The support I've had specifically since the turn of the year, listen, from November up until I'd say Christmas, a few of the comments aimed at me, and I've said this before on the video, did get to me. Michael said, just ride through it. You know, it does happen. But since the turn of the year, it doesn't seem to really happen anymore. The comments are really positive towards me, and it does mean a lot, especially when you're new to this like I am. So, listen, I just want to say thanks for sticking with the channel, for putting up with me, and for just basically, you know, getting used to the fact that I am now part of the channel. Which brings me on to, and listen, I don't want to go on about the rebranding. We've talked enough about the rebranding. It's up, it's running. But what I do want to say is, Michael will probably want to say something at the end of this as well. Since we've done the rollout on Monday with the new name and the rebranding of the channel, a whole new setup, the comments have blown me and Michael absolutely away. You know, the views are up, the subscribers are up, the comments, you know, all night. I couldn't keep up with the comments last night. Michael was busy doing other things for the channel, so I was trying to do the comments and couldn't keep up with them, and they're all so much very positive. I even screenshot some to Michael because I knew he wasn't reading them, and listen, he's been blown away. So we just want to say, and we really do mean this from the bottom of our hearts, thanks very much for your continued support. There's so many comments off people who haven't commented before. Obviously, they're new to the channel. We've got our weathered followers, our subscribers who are still, you know, sticking with us, and they comment every video, you know. So from me personally, thanks very much for taking the renaming and the rebranding on board.
Yeah, and I just want to add to that. John, you're right. At the start, you know, we both had stick. When you start on social media, you get stick. People were calling me fat and all sorts. People were calling you a pisshead. For no need for it, because one, you're not a pisshead, and two, I'm not fat.
Well,
but what I'm saying is, the comments we've had lately, none of it has been even. A lot of it's been really, really nice. So I haven't quite known what to say. So yeah, just to go on with John, I do want to thank you all. Your support's been amazing. It always has been amazing. We started this 2.5 years ago. It's a journey. We will one day hit 1 million subscribers. 100% we will. And it'll be you guys that have been there from the very start that, as horrible as this sounds, mean the most to me. So thank you. Now, John, let's get into the video, mate, before he pulls out a 20-ton fucking carp and I have to fucking drive to pull the bastard out.
I just want to mention as well, happy birthday to the boss, Mr. Ancelotti, 61 today. So happy birthday, boss. Still pinch myself when I think about it, that Carlo Ancelotti manages our football club. Not going to get too sentimental, but from every Everton fan, from everyone, you know, happy birthday, Carlo. Right, so today the news has broke that the Merseyside derby is now going to be played at Goodison Park. For me, I don't know why it took so long to make the decision. There was rumours surfaced over the last couple of days it was going to be at St Mary's down in Southampton. There was rumours that it might have been at one of the Manchester grounds. I think that was last week, 10 days ago. Again, I don't know why it's took this long. It has to be. No other teams, and I know it's a derby, but I'd like to think the fans, you know, will take things on board that they can't gather. You might get one or two. I don't think it's going to be a mass gathering like they were worried about. Do you think this is the right decision to play it at Goodison? I know it's fair because we've played at Anfield, and listen, it's great for Everton. I know there'll be no fans, but, you know, they are at home. Do you think it's the right decision to play it there?
Yeah, I think what they've been able to do is they've looked at the flights and they've seen that there's no flights in from Norway on that day. So they've gone, oh, they haven't got to go to Southampton. They haven't got to do it because they've tried to go as far from Norway as possible there. So, no, look, in hindsight, the game always had to be at Goodison. You know, it's irrespective of the fans not being there, the game had to be at Goodison. You know, you can't have it that some teams, you know, for example, if Liverpool play at home the week after, they can have their atmosphere and music. They can have, you know, all of their music, the fans, the pretend passion. And Everton couldn't the week before for the derby, just because it's being played at Southampton. Obviously, we'd walk out to Z cars, but you can't tell me you'll manage to echo 40,000 Everton fans in Southampton through Tannoy. You can't do it. So, look, for me, I'm glad the game's at Goodison. I think it's important for the integrity of the league that it's in Goodison, which has already been questioned. You know, there's fucking 9 subs and 5 of them come on. The league's already on its arse, in my opinion. Don't make it more of a clown fest because there's no need for it.
Yeah. Okay, I know you want to rush this along before you have to jump in the water. So last night, Everton put an email out from Denise Barrett-Baxendale regarding wage deferrals that from the manager to the coaching staff to the first team players have done. Listen, all the way through this, I think Everton Football Club as a whole, from the manager to the staff in the offices, from the players, ex-players, have been absolutely fantastic. You know, at the beginning of it, Denise Barrett-Baxendale put on the email last night, straight away when the crisis started, they took a 30% wage deferral. Now it's gone up to 50%. Now, I don't think that's for 3 months. I don't think there's any club in the Premier League, their players or staff have actually gone as high as 50%. I think Everton are the only club to do that. I mean, it even goes as far as you've seen videos of Duncan Ferguson phoning the vulnerable, the elderly who can't go to Goodison, wishing them happy birthday. I've seen one. Carlo was on the phone to someone who couldn't leave his house. I think this epitomises to me Everton Football Club, and I wish there was other football clubs who followed it. You know what I mean? Because, listen, I'm proud to be a part of that family club, and as an Everton fan, you know, when you see things that Ancelotti done and Ferguson done, the ex-players have done, and now they've took this, and it was, as you said, yes, it was very hush-hush. He went about the business, you know, and I think it was mentioned with Liverpool when their players were going to take it. I think there was some sort of stink kicked up or something over it, you know, and they were made to do it eventually. I think that was the story from that. But Everton as a club have just got on with it. And I think, and I said this on one of my previous videos, Everton are going to come out of this crisis with so much respect from the rest of the football world.
Yeah, and I think it's really important, actually, that, look, I hate talking about them. You know, Liverpool said that they were going to furlough some of their staff at the start, and I'm not criticising Liverpool. I'm not going to sit here and slag them off for it because a lot of businesses have had to do it, right? And that happens. Everton, then, for some unknown reason, due to the Echo coming out and saying that they have furloughed some of their staff, when it was actually you know, the kit manufacturer, some of the club staff, which is nothing directly to Everton. When the Echo come out and said that story, I thought, I'll just say it, I thought, you absolute bastards, because Everton do so much for Liverpool as a whole. And not just Liverpool. I mean, fucking hell, their work goes as far as the Wirral, Warrington. Fucking, they helped a guy who was homeless in Manchester. So Everton do their bit. And the fact that I don't think the Liverpool Echo have reported on this today.
No, they haven't.
That is a disgrace. That is a disgrace. That's the biggest thing for me. And I was speaking to a journalist for the Echo, and you know who it was. I spoke to him and I says, look, Everton should be getting better coverage than this. This is something that he should have put in fucking flashing lights all over the website. Look at our club. look at the pride of Merseyside. Look at Everton Football Club. They might not be top of the league, but by God, they're top of fan charts. They're top of... It is a disgrace that it has not had the media coverage that it did, simply because Everton have never asked for it. They did it in secret. They did it from the start without saying nothing. And when the echo come out, Everton didn't say anything. They didn't even respond because they're better than that. And that's what I love about my club. My club, our fucking family. We sit there and we go through some right rubbish with the FA, with FIFA, with the Premier League, with the media. They hate us. And for Everton to just go, we ain't bothered. We'll still be the best. I am so proud of our football team today that, honestly, I'm more than happy to pick up that league title and drop it outside them gates at Anfield. Just drop it on the floor, because I know that the best football club in this country is Everton.
Yeah.
That's it.
Totally agree. And you know what? You're not alone thinking that. All Everton fans think. But I've also seen things on Twitter. Some newspaper reporters who aren't involved in Liverpool, some from down south say, journalists, other football clubs, fans of other football clubs, they're on social media praising Everton. Now, if they can do it, why can't our local newspaper do it? And I tell you why. Because if it was Liverpool, they'd be all over it like a rash. Yeah. And they hate the fact that Everton do this. They hate the fact that Everton are so good in the community of Liverpool and further out. And they can't handle that fact. And they just kiss their ass because, don't get me wrong, I hate to say it, on the football field, they are a lot further ahead of us and they do win trophies. But I'll tell you something now. For a community, for a club, they blow Liverpool out the water on that side of it.
They blow every team.
Yeah.
I'll go as far as going in the world out the water. They are a magnificent football team. And it's credit, we've all slagged him off at times. It's credit to Bill Kenwright. It's credit to the board that he's put around him, that he made sure that, Denise Barrett Baxendale, she was the head of Everton in the community, and she's now the CEO of Everton Football Club. So it's no surprise that Everton are the best. So look, for me, I couldn't be prouder. I really couldn't. And I don't want to sound like I'm being anti-red and all of this, but the Echo should have done more today. They should have done more today.
Now they want to. Don't hold your breath. What I will finish it on, I know you want to get back to your fishing. Just going back to what you said about Bill Kenwright, I think I did read something. Bill Kenwright and Mr. Mashiri have actually put £400,000 in out of their own money from the season ticket money that's gone back, which supporters have said, put it into the community, put it into a charity. That Bill Kenwright and Farhad Mashiri have give £400,000 each out of their own pocket. That, for me, epitomises, as you say, Bill Kenwright, the people who run the club from the top to the bottom, and this is why we love Everton. I know you want to rush off. You got anything to add?
Yeah, I think it's really good that they match that money. A lot of people who had season tickets said, no, I don't want a refund, and that is that's massive. It is massive. £400,000 raised from that, and then on top of that, you've got the top blokes at the club. I think made it to £1 million. Now, they don't have to do that. That was a fan's decision to do that. And they went, you know what? We'll do exactly the same. And they've done it tons of times. The Bradley Lowry Foundation, the young lad that died, a Sunderland fan, he was never a mascot. The club give me goosebumps. Talking about it, give me goosebumps. I'm as much in love with that football club as I am any member of my family. And that is because they are the people's club. They really, truly are. Another thing I want to just mention, I read before I come out this morning, Everton again have been linked with Andrea Belotti. £45 million apparently. Look, we get linked with all sorts of players, and I just want to finish, me personally, I know you might want to talk about it, but Belotti's a great player, but I don't necessarily think we need a striker right now.
I think the striker situation will come into play if Moise Kean departs. Now, I did read something the other day that Carlo Ancelotti is very happy with him. He wasn't happy with him when he had the party in his house within the lockdown.
Yeah.
But all Ancelotti, listen, there's no better judge than the players who train in front of Ancelotti every day than the man himself. So who am I to, say, well, maybe, like I have in the past, maybe the Premier League's not for Moise Kean. Who am I to say, it's just an opinion. But the man who matters most and who has got to be impressed more than anyone by Moise Kean is Carlo Ancelotti. And everything he said the other day was he's got a great talent. He's a young boy. He's growing into the club. He's come back fit. He's come back hungry. He's come back happy. Listen, if Moise Kean can play the majority of the games, out of the last 9 games, can prove himself, get this season over and done with, start again fresh for next season, he can come back fit, hungry again, he might stamp his authority in that team next year. Then we don't need another striker.
Spot on. John, from me, I'm done, guys. I wish you all the best. I hope everyone's well. I hope you're all staying safe. There'll be a video again Thursday. What day is it today?
Wednesday.
Yeah, so there'll be another video before the weekend.
Yeah. We don't want to bore you too much, but as I said, we are trying to keep you entertained, keep you up to date with everything that's going on. We're trying to roll the channel out, get as many people involved in it as we can. So as we always say, anything you like about the channel, anything you want to put on the channel, anything you want us to mention, drop in the comments. Keep subscribing, keep hitting the like button. Tell your friends and your family, tell all the Evertonians to get onto the Blue Boys network. Hello, Finley.
Hello.
And we will grow this channel to where me and Michael want it to be. Thanks very much, everyone, for watching. Thanks for your continued support, and we will be back soon.
Yeah, I'll see you soon. You got anything to say to them?
See you soon.
You can wave to them. They're nice people. They don't bite. You show your face, man. You ready now? There it is. See you soon, guys.
Cheers, everyone.